What a Daytona 500, y'all. Look, this the Hawk, y'all. Y'all watching the Hawk Sports Update. We had everything. We had cancellations. We had rain delays. We had red flags. We had 10 cautions. We had explosions. We had jet fuel burning. Cleaner trucks getting blown up. Oh my God. Oh, dude. I got scared because whenever they went into that, I can't even talk about that right now. Sunday morning, I get up, I put the race on. It's 11 o'clock. They're scheduled to go green at noon. It's raining like crazy. They stay on the air until it's scheduled to go off, which was 4:30 yesterday afternoon. And NASCAR officials decided to postpone the race until today. First day, from what they said on the TV, it's the first time ever that the Daytona 500 has been rained out. So the fans got to come back and do it again on Monday. It's scheduled for 12 o'clock on Monday. It was still raining, and they decided, okay, we're going to move it to 7 o'clock Monday night. And they actually got the green flag off, and to my surprise, there were no rain delays during the race. The race did not stop for any rain delays. 2 laps in, though, however, there was about a 10-car pileup involving the likes of Jimmy Johnson, Danica Patrick, and a few others that I don't remember. From now on, I'll have my notes so that I can give you guys accurate recaps. But this Daytona 500 was just, it was so crazy. The last thing I was thinking about was taking notes. Jeff Gordon, his car caught fire. They said that the engine had exploded or something like that. And so they decided not to put him back out there. Danica Patrick was involved in that first caution 2 laps in. The first caution out of 10. They ended up getting her fixed and getting back out there. She ended up being 62 laps down before it was all said and done. People ask, why waste the time fixing the car and getting it back out there if you're going to be that far down? Well, they're trying to get her some experience in the Sprint Cup races. I think that this just hasn't been a good weekend at all for Danica Patrick. She wrecked in the qualifying. She wrecked in the nationwide. And then she was involved in that multiple car caution today. Kyle Busch, my driver, didn't do so hot. He was kind of hanging around in the middle the whole time. There were a couple times he got up to 9th. He got as close as 3rd, I believe. Martin Truex Jr. gets the midway payday, $200,000 bonus to him for leading the half lap. For leading the lap on the halfway mark. So congratulations to him on that. But if you ask any driver, would you rather have the midway payday or would you rather have the victory bonus? Any driver with any sense would rather have the victory bonus. Congratulations to him on that anyway. They went into a red flag. They were under caution. Juan Pablo Montoya, this was nobody's fault. The safety vehicle was where he was supposed to be. Pablo Montoya was running low right where he was supposed to be, and he just lost it. It just got away from him. I don't really know what happened there, but he slid right into the tank that was holding the jet fuel, which is what they use to dry the tracks, and it just like that, it just burst into flames, and it was bad, guys. I mean, I didn't think that this race was going to come back. For those of you that do not know NASCAR's policy, if that had been the race at that point, Dave Blaney would have won the Daytona 500 because NASCAR's rules and regulations state that if a race gets called and it's over halfway over, they don't come back the next day to finish it. At this point, there was 40 laps left. If this had happened with 101 laps left, that's still technically the first half of the race. So if they would have called it at that point, they would have come back on Tuesday to finish it. But they didn't end up calling it. Instead, they chose to sit in a red flag for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then they went to yellow for about another 10 after that before they finally went back to green. But Juan Pablo Montoya is okay. He walked away. He took the ride in the ambulance just because it was mandatory, went into the medical facility, and he got checked out. He didn't have any problems. His car was absolutely destroyed, though. The driver of the truck, he got helped away, and he went to a local medical facility right there in Daytona Beach, and he didn't sustain any serious injuries. They kept him there just to keep an eye on him, but it looks like he's going to be okay as well. So, good news on that. Even though the wrecks are sometimes fun to watch, you never want to see anybody get seriously hurt out there, especially not a driver of one of the safety vehicles, let alone one of the NASCAR drivers. So, just good news there that neither Juan Pablo Montoya or the driver of the truck was seriously injured. Both of them walked away. They went back green. 35 laps to go. There for the first part of it, there weren't any cautions really. They had, I think, 3 more after that. With 4 laps left, there was a caution. Kyle Busch was sitting in 3rd at this point. I believe it was either 3rd or 9th. I don't remember which one. But I know that he was up there and he had a legitimate chance to win the race still at this point. Tony Stewart spun out and Kyle Busch got caught in the crossfire, as well as about 6 or 7 other cars. Kyle Busch was able to return to the race on the green-white checker, but he was running 17th at that point with 2 laps to go. No way possible that he could have won there. The winner of the race is going to be Matt Kenseth. Yes, Matt Kenseth, number 17, the Best Buy car. It looked like Dale Jr. had a chance to catch him right there at the end. Looked like he might pass him up on the high side, but Matt Kenseth was having none of it, and he just took it. So Matt Kenseth is your race winner. Dale Jr. Comes second. Greg Biffle, I believe, ran third. And as I mentioned earlier, Martin Truex Jr. gets the midway payday. Kyle Busch, my driver, didn't do so hot. I think that his race was it was very good at times and it was very bad at times, but he just caught a bad break there at the end. He had a legitimate shot at winning it right there at the end, right before that last caution, but just wasn't meant to be, and he'll go into Phoenix and try to get a good finish there. But Martin Truex, I really tip my hat to that guy. I mean, not Martin Truex, Matt Kenseth, I'm sorry. I really tip my hat to Matt Kenseth. That car was giving him problems all day. There was problems with the gauges. There was problems with the water. I remember seeing him a couple times in the pit, and water was actually coming up out from under the hood. So I don't know how he did it, guys, but he was able to keep that ride under control for just long enough, and he was able to win the race. Because in fact, right after the race was over, right after that checker came out, the water just started coming up out of the engine again. So Old Faithful stuck in for him, guys. She held in there, and of course the driver of the car, Matt Kenseth, got to give credit to him. I don't really want to sound corny congratulating a car, but I don't know how that car lasted. I mean, several times it looked like it was done. Several times it looked like it was going back to the garage to figure out what was wrong with it. Kept having water problems, gauge problems, you name it. But she was able to hang in there, and big congratulations. Really tip my hat to Matt Kenseth there for helping his car to hold out. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And Matt Kenseth is your Daytona 500 winner. So they finally went green 30 hours after they were initially supposed to go green. They had a 2-hour red flag between rain delays and postpones and cancellations, and probably a lot of pissed off fans. They had to deal with rain, they had to deal with fire, explosions, 10 cautions, and a 2-hour red flag. But they got the race completely finished. They ran all 200, and Matt Kenseth is your winner. The car held out for him just long enough, so I don't think that they're going to want to take that car into Phoenix the way it is right now. Though I think that they'll probably look at it and try to fix it. But as I said, today she held out just long enough for him, and Matt Kenseth was able to keep his ride under control just long enough to hold out against Dale Jr. right there at the end. So Dale Jr. runs second, and Matt Kenseth is your Daytona 500 winner. So that's about all I got, guys. Very exciting Daytona 500. I don't remember any Daytona 500 previously that had this much drama in it. But very good race, very exciting race. As I mentioned, 10 cautions, 2-hour red flag, big explosion there with the jet fuel, but they were able to finish it. And Matt Kenseth is your race winner. So congratulations to him. And that's about all I got, guys. It's a wrap. Matt Kenseth is your Daytona 500 winner, and that's a wrap. So this is the Hawk, and I'm going to get out of here. See y'all Sunday in Phoenix. Peace.